One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. That is exactly how Malala Yousafzai became an activist. Malala was born on 12 July 1997 to Zoezin Yousafzai and Turpakai Yousafzai in Mangora, Pakistan. Her dad is a Pakistani educator and is an enormous influence of where she is today, guiding, supporting, and encouraging Malala to change the life of women. Her interests include reading, teaching, learning, card tricks, and the equal rights of females. Her dad started teaching her in one of his girls' schools while Malala would and continues to be extremely energetic and eager about learning. Her dad always encouraged her learning and creativity, making her interested in other girls' learning and encouraging them too. His support made her passionate about education of females. In 2008, when she was 11, the Taliban passed a law halting female education. Girls were forced to stop their education journey, but for Malala, this meant nothing, as she was still studying with her father. This also made her furious towards the Taliban and was the catalyst that encouraged Malala to become an activist and fight for female education. In the same year, she gave her first speech called, "How Dare the Taliban Take Away My Basic Right to Education?" In 2012, when she was 14, she was the recipient of the National Youth Peace Prize, which encouraged her journey and boosted her strength. Most of Malala's fight began in her teenage years. In 2012 October, Malala was confronted on a school bus by a terrorist named Ihsanullah Ihsan. He demanded to know Malala's identity. Upon discovery, he brandished his gun and fired 3 bullets at her head. She escaped 2, but one still managed to graze the left side of her head. Pakistan did not have the equipment to support her recovery, so she was boarded on the United Arab Emirates royal plane, accompanied by a full medical team for 8 hours. She was trapped in a coma for a week, and after Malala awakened, she relearned how to speak, walk, write, etc. After recuperating, she wrote her autobiography. I am Malala, the girl who stood up for education and was shot by the Taliban. This incident was used as an example to inspire others to stand up for what they believed in. I tell my story not because it's unique, but because it's the story of many girls, she claims.
There is a moment when you have to choose whether to be silent or to stand up.
Tonight, Malala remains in intensive care.
She was shot in the head for daring to suggest girls should go to school.
Me and my wife, we cried all the night. The doctors told me she will survive, but she may not be the same as she was.
They shot me on the left side of my head. They thought that the bullet would silence us. I am the same Malala. I am those 66 million girls who are deprived of education. I'm not a lone voice. I am many.
Malala decided to dedicate her life towards promoting the education of females. Her achievements have not only made a difference in the world around her, but as a gratitude for her efforts, also became the youngest to receive the Nobel Peace Prize at the age of 17 in 2014. On the day she became an adult in 2015, she also opened a school named the Malala Yousafzai All-Girls School in Syria, Bekaa Valley for over 200 refugee girls. Recently completed a Bachelor of Politics, Philosophy and Economics from Oxford University. Alongside this, Malala has funded over 40,000 schools to date. In this way, she has effectively raised awareness for standing up to women's rights and equality. Malala is a wonderful and inspirational person who continues to astonish everyone by her talent and courage. She has funded numerous students and changes the views of many. She is an encouraging, fearless, and helpful woman who will be remembered forever.